all the years that I've wasted trying to find it, all that I go through for my peace of mind. Let it all go out the window, no smoke in my eyes. I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind. Early blue morning, when everything's cold, I see you running, all covered in gold. There's nothing else that eases my soul. I let it all go out the window, no smoke in my eyes. I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind. When there are others, I do the routine. I dance all alone there, I try to be seen. Then there's a feeling, you know what I mean. I let it all go out the window, no smoke in my eyes. I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind. Let it all go out the window, no smoke in my eyes.
This is Jeff Galina here.
Hey everyone.
This is the one that
How
I
are
was
you?
telling you about, where we used to sell parkas in Morocco together many years ago. Yes, that was crazy, right? I haven't seen him in so long. But you know, he called me up and said, hey, I'm going to be doing this gig and I really want you to introduce, so here I am.
I love it. I
So
love
happy
it.
you guys came down
So
all
happy
the
to be
way
here.
from Australia.
All the way from Australia.
Perth.
Can you say, welcome to Joel Marshall's Lunch Therapy?
Welcome to Joel Marshall's Lunch Therapy.
Oh my God, he's so good.
What a sexy
I didn't even think drummers could talk.
I'm gonna get myself a modem. 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 I'm gonna get myself a modem.
Hi, Guy Flies. This is Joel Marshall here, and it is Tuesday on Lunch Therapy, Barefoot Tuesday. We've got a lot of interesting things to happen today. We've got, of course, breathing. We've got some simulated horseback riding. We've got Led Zeppelin on the sitar. We've got some incredible breaking news that's going to happen. And then Joe Fury is going to take us down to Bolsa Chica on the beach, north of Huntington Beach. And he's going to do some comedy. He's going to open up for this cool band called Arena Red. We've had them on the show before. This is the t-shirt that Joe brought me back from the Memorial Day festivities. We're going to partake in all of that. Todd Lee is here. He said, I asked my wife to remind me what her birthday was, and she said March 1st. So I marched around the house and came back and asked her to tell me when her birthday is. Yes!
Wait,
I love that.
whose birthday?
His wife's. That's a joke. It's a joke.
Joe. Todd's
What?
wife's birthday is March 1st?
You're not supposed to take these things literally.
No, because my wife's birthday is March 1st.
Oh my God, you're kidding me!
No, I'm not kidding.
This is the perfect joke for you. This is the perfect joke. It's like
That's why I
tailored
have
for
to
you.
question it.
I wonder if I wonder if Sue's birthday is March 1st. I doubt it, but I don't know. But it's a
Celia's?
great joke.
It is.
Celia's is.
Babe, is your birthday March 1st? She said, uh-huh.
She said, you're just telling us. She said,
No, I'm serious. Her birthday
Just
is
Jay
March 1st.
Comedian is here. Howard Ronan. Joe Fury was just rocking it down there in the free world yesterday. I mean, when I got the footage back, he and Boney went down there together. Boney drove, apparently. I don't think he has a license.
Come on,
I don't know
man.
what is going on here.
He's a Renaissance boner. Boney.
That
Surprise.
is Mount Rainier. Todd, behind me there. I call it Tahoma. Mount Tahoma, which was the original name, apparently. Just Jay Comedian says, the new white men can't jump, and one guy used in through your nose and out through your toes.
No.
What?
No way.
Wow.
I'm going to watch it tonight.
Retroactively permeating the culture, I guess. Wait, a new one, though. There's a new one. Oh, it's the new one. There's like a new,
Yeah, the new one.
like, series or
Yeah,
something?
with Jack. No,
They
the
said
new movie with Jack Harlow.
You're kidding me. That's so great.
The rapper Jack Harlow. He's talented white dude, man. And he could slam dunk.
I gotta
He's
see
a
that.
badass kid.
We gotta get a clip
Jack
of that.
Harlow.
Maybe just
White
Jay
man
can get
can't
us a
jump.
clip. Pirate it. Like Joe Fury would say. Todd Lee, you celebrated Sue's birthday at Thing Festival. Yes, we did. Right. So it must be not March 1st. It must be August something, I believe. I think that was when we were there. I remember. Sometimes these things come back, if you remind me. Okay, we're in the Church of Chuckles. Church of Chuckles. This is a beautiful, beautiful church where there's stand-up comedy, there's breathing, there's everything that you can think of that's fun. Someday we'll have a Church of Chuckles, you know. Just mark my words. Mark my words. Guignel is working on it. You know, they have that actors' church in London, jolly old England. It's like a
Jolly
church
old
where
England.
all the actors go. Have you been there before?
Not just England. Is it England? Is theater actors as well?
Yes, they have theater actors there as well.
They play
Way.
theater.
Yes. So there's a. I think it's called St. Peter's. I'm guessing. I think that's what it's called. And I
No.
think- yeah, Charlie Chaplin is buried there. I think Robert Shaw is buried there. Have you been there?
Bro, the church I grew up with is St. Peter's.
You're
Killing
kidding
me
me.
today. Yeah, St. Peter Martyrs, the church I grew up with.
You got a nice hat on. I'm bringing you on. Bringing you on.
Come on,
There you
come
are.
on.
What a nice hat you got
Oh,
there, dude.
hey.
Hey, we got the
Hey,
Arena
what's up?
Red hat. It's nice. 11 Slav 90X. This is great.
Yep.
Jose
It's
is
a
here.
spot.
Happy boyfriend. I have no shoes on. We can
Oh,
be
are you
barefoot
barefoot
now that we
Tuesday?
have a new vacuum cleaner. We got a new vacuum cleaner today.
Oh,
Big.
is it a robot?
No, we have that, but that's useless.
It is, isn't it?
Useless.
Terrible. It's
Red hat,
terrible.
weird guys. Red shirt, red hat, arena red. Okay, so I just want to mention, on Friday, we're going to have a very unusual pair of guests. They're named Bill McKenna and Liz Larson, and they do something called Cogno Movement. And I don't even know what it is, but it's going to be cool.
Is that related to cognizance? Like
Something about the brain, something about movement.
Mindful? Yeah.
So as they say in the new White men can't jump. In through the nose, out through the toes.
Bullshit. Stole the line.
Hold it. Let it go. Todd says, how's a vacuum cleaner going to help? Isn't that just going to clean up your vacuum? I don't know. I don't know about that one. I think we're cleaning up our vacuum right now by breathing.
Why?
That was a mind bender. A mind
Why?
bender.
I
from
know.
Todd. All right, one more. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. There is some debate about the origins of in through the nose, out through the toes. It may have been developed originally by Vernis Clear. And she's an acting coach, so who knows? Maybe she coaches that guy. In
So
White
everybody's
Men
stealing
Can't
Vernus's
Jump. We use it freely with her blessing. Right?
We love it. It all makes sense, especially on a Barefoot Tuesday.
We should have trademarked it. Boney, why
can
didn't you
still
trademark
trademark
it? What the heck?
He's not on the job.
Think about the
Not
money
paying
we could be
attention.
making. Renting that
Man,
thing out.
everybody. March
All right.
1st. So his wife's birthday is really not March 1st.
No, it's not. It's just a joke.
Oh,
But for you, it's
man.
real life. It's real life.
Yeah. Lively.
So,
It's Blake Lively.
Camel likes vacuum cleaner jokes, I think. All right, so sitar. So I want to tell you a little bit about this before we play this. This is going to be our music this morning, this afternoon. Get us really like chill, and it's the song Kashmir, right? And the way it goes is that according to Jimmy Page, he composed the main riff after Ravi Shankar gave him several variations of the sitar tuning. Of course, it's called Kashmir, and so these are some Russian guys that are in India playing the sitar for us people on Lunch Therapy. So let's get into this thing.
Disco. Therapy.
His drums are Krill, Taranchuk, and then Aberonsky and Audrey is on the sitar. Breathe out through your toes on Barefoot Tuesday. It isn't like a leaf blower. Get it? Isn't this great? Tripping out there?
Jamming out, man. I like it.
Russia music on YouTube. See all the things they have to offer.
You're good. Good.
It just keeps getting better too, doesn't it? I mean, it's so good.
Sounds like they're covering so many different instruments too.
You're about to let go. I can't. I like the singing. Okay.
Woo!
Whew,
That was
that was
good.
great. I'm gonna need some horseback riding now. This is a little simulated horseback riding. Put on your AR goggles, your alternate reality goggles, and you can feel like you're riding a horse in the Hollywood Hills. Kamala says Joel got new headshots this weekend with a very cool photographer. Yeah, that was fun. Actually enjoyed getting headshots. Never happens. It was almost as fun as this horse ride here. So this is coming into the
You got it.
end of the horse ride
Didn't I tell you that?
below the Hollywood sign at Sunset Ranch. Who is it?
Got it, brother. Only a little ways to go.
I'll tell you who it is. Here, I can put the link. I'll put the link. Okay, so it's Marlowe
Good
Photography.
guy. Good guy. Good guy. Now I'm gonna get off
In
the
the
horse.
chat.
That should be trippy.
Come on. Legends TV.
No biting. No biting. Yeah. All right, good job. Thank you.
Look at you.
Yeah. I got off the horse. Feels a little weird. This is Clifford? Poncho. Poncho. How was the ride? Good? Let's see if I can see if
Uh-oh. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Joel,
Yes.
you have a cat on.
I have three
Your
cats.
head.
I have three cats. I don't know why having a cat is such a big deal. But anyway, we've got some breaking news today. Let's get right to it because we got to get with Joe in Bolsa Chica. Let's see. Breaking news. My head feels funny today. I don't know. It's a little woozy. I don't know what it is. Breaking news. Animals we never knew about.
What?
The new segment.
What?
I should have a bumper. Animals we never knew about. Yeah, so check these things out. These are on the bottom of the ocean floor, but they didn't know. Yeah, they didn't know these particular things that we're looking at. The ping pong sponge. They're just naming them now. The gummy squirrel. This one over here is called. This one right here. Well, that one's got a crazy name. Yeah, it's something they've discovered in the bottom of the ocean. There are more than 5,000 new animals that they've found. And it's basically in very deep places in the ocean where they want to mine. So if you look below the ping pong sponge there, you'll see that there are some rocks. And these are the rocks that they want to mine. Very precious minerals. They have some things that they don't even have a name for, like this thing here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we could name it here on Lunch Therapy. This is the place where they're finding these animals. It's a place called the Clarion-Clipperton Zone. I don't know if you all know about this. This is just off the coast of the United States, but between Hawaii and, say, where I'm standing right now. And it's 1,700,000 square miles, and there's all these precious minerals down there, and they want to go down there.
Clarion Clipperton Zone.
Yeah. So what it
CCZ.
is, there are these trenches, in the ocean, and there's all kinds of things going on there. And this particular one is very rich in minerals. It's number 15 there. There's a bunch of these. So all those numbers represent different zones, trenches, major Pacific trenches. And number 15 is the Clarion Fracture Zone. And okay, so this is what it's got. It's got 21 billion tons of minerals, 5.95 billion tons of manganese. Yes, manganese. And a lot of these things that they want to get out of there, they're made, they're used in batteries. So like all the car batteries and things that we're going to be using, and, putting batteries in our homes to capture the energy we get from the sun. The last one looks like a miniature purple eater. Purple people eater. Well, that would be a good name for it. Purple people eater. I like that song. So here's some video of some of the stuff that they're finding down there in the deep trenches.
Looks like the spine of a Milky Way.
Of a Milky Way. You mean the Milky Way? Is that what you mean?
The Milky Way. Look like this.
Yeah.
These are the new creatures, Joel.
These are some new creatures. So get used to them. This is some video from MIT.
But the thing with discovering new creatures means you're discovering a new world, which now that world will become part of our world, which actually might be dangerous.
It already is a part of our world, but we just didn't know about it. And now we do.
But they're opening the door.
Oh, yeah, they're opening the door. See, this is what happens down there. So, I mean, they can explain this on the MIT website, but these are all the different, these are hydrothermal vents that are down there. These are cobalt crusts. These are different ways that they want to mine down there. And you can see there's all kinds of weird, cool animals. And those are the rocks that they want to get down there. And they send this. I mean, it's pretty wild what they're doing. But there's a lot of debate about it, because...
I got to say, you and Boney discover some of the most strangest animals and new animals and living creatures that I've ever met.
I got to hand it to Boney. He really knows how to find all the real, real newsworthy stories. Greg Wordle says, scientists say 86% of the species that live on land and 91% of those in water have yet to be studied by science. 18,000 new species are found each year.
What?
Incredible. Wow. That's crazy, yeah. Camilla says, I think I used to make these with my creepy crawler machine press. I had one of those too, Camilla. Those are fantastic. There they are. There they are.
Unbelievable.
I know. Let's see what
Creepy
Greg
crawler
says. He's got some good stuff here. Manganese is an important nutrient for the human body. It helps reconnect damaged tissue, blood clotting bones, and sex hormones.
Manganese.
Manganese. I don't know. So look at the way they suck the stuff up into the Earth ship or whatever. I mean, there are so many uncatalogued insects in the Amazon. Interesting.
Oh my gosh.
He shot some amazing shots of peaches.
Why can't we leave them alone, though, Joel?
Peaches.
I'm afraid of them. I'm afraid of what they'll do in the future. Like, are they going to grow in size? Are they going to... This door is opening up a whole nother part of Earth that we're, going to be battling against, or maybe we're even going to be...
I know, it's too much.
Trying to join forces with? I don't under...
Well, no, it's just basically...
unknown.
Are we going to exploit them, too, is the question.
Are we going to destroy their existence with our pollution and all our...
It's a great question.
Blah, blah, blah.
So they're trying to be careful about it, but we'll see, because once money gets involved, and there's a lot of money in batteries, right? And these cars and the batteries, we're going to have power. So there's some, and actually, there's some ecological benefits, of course, to having batteries and be able to have sustainable energy and, not dig for coal and such.
One of our problems, though, is where do the batteries that don't work anymore, the where are they going? How are we recycling them? Where is
I
that
don't know. What do you do with your
landfill?
batteries? What do you do with your batteries?
I take this. I'll tell you exactly what I do. I
Okay,
take a empty coffee container. You know,
Yeah.
the plastic ones. You wrap it up, you
Uh-huh.
tie it at the top. I take one of those because it's a very good sealant, and I put all my dead batteries in there. And then at the end of the month, I take them to the recycling center in Burbank,
Wow, you're cool.
which there's only a couple of recycling centers that you could take dead batteries to, and I take it there, and I'm hoping that they do something smart with it.
It
I don't
sounds
throw it
cool.
in the black
sounds,
can. I don't throw it in the blue can.
Sounds
I
responsible.
take it, yeah, I put it right where it's supposed to go, but how do they? I don't know what the process is.
Let's
'Cause
see,
that's a
Matt
dangerous-
says nuclear power is coming up a lot lately because it produces less waste than batteries. And Greg says, so the question is, does the benefit for the human species eclipse other species' needs? Exactly, like who?
I think that we
Who's more
always
important?
benefit because we're using our brain more and trying to discover new things. So, arrogantly wise, we're more important.
Well, we think we are, but we're not.
That's what I'm
Soon.
saying.
Now look at this,
It's just-
AI.
It's assumed.
AI is working on curing humans. They're using AI
Oh,
to
God.
cure humans.
No.
Yes, no. So check this out. So, you
Every
know,
human is different, bro. It's gonna be.
well, what's
Can't use the
happening?
same formula
Okay.
for everybody.
So you know how sometimes there are antibiotics that they use, and all of a sudden they become less effective, or maybe not effective
Amoxicillin.
at all, right? So the McMaster University in Ontario has been using AI to speed up the testing of the different antidotes, antibiotics, been using artificial intelligence, and they scored. So yeah, they use deep learning. You heard of deep mind, which is basically artificial intelligence, to identify an antibiotic molecule that can kill this thing that I will not pronounce. But it was the most dangerous antibiotic-resistant bacteria there was. And this
To
through
kill-
AI, they just suddenly came up with an antidote to it. Yeah,
Or for something that's been horribly dangerous
Sure.
that they couldn't touch.
yeah.
Who are they going to experiment that on? Hey, is that my niece?
That's your niece,
Better
Denise.
not be
Kathy
Denise.
Houghton, she's the one who wrote the paper about this. She's at McMaster University. McMaster.
Right on.
Guy.
That's
This guy's
shit.
name is not Denise,
No,
But,
he
for
looks
some
like
reason
John
her name-
Favreau's little brother.
but he's like the professor there. So that's cool. Now for our next breaking news: parrots love video calls. So we're
Breaking
gonna look
news.
at that. Yeah, we're gonna look at this here. What this music's doing here, but that. and
Breaking
you're like,
news.
You're like double over there. This is cool. I think we both are. So parrots apparently like video calls. This is so cool.
Birds of a feather.
So they have this society of parrot owners. And parrots like to hang out in flocks. But people have them as pets, so that kind of is a bummer. Because they, yeah. Are you reading? So what they decided to do is have them talk to each other through video.
Touch the bell. Good boy.
Catch your
That's
bell.
a great fucking idea. That is a great fucking
Want to hear it?
It's my microphone.
This is so cool.
Can you touch Rosie?
Good girl. Want to touch that picture so we can call her? Good job.
Georgie? Good job.
Touch Theo? Yeah.
Is she using an iPad? String
Um,
sessions.
they have a special whole system that they came up with.
Hi. Sunny.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello? Hello? Ah, where's Beretta? Where's Beretta?
I hope we don't get dinged for this music. But yeah, so they can actually call each other, and they can choose who they're going to call, and then they talk to each other. Okay, I hear you. So what happened is they made. Oh no, maybe it's falling off the screen.
Is that how they talk to each other?
Well, some of them speak. Some of them like, oh, hello, come over. Some of them say, come over.
There's your friend Thea.
I'm Harden.
Ready? Do you want to talk to her? You do? Okay. There you go. Say hello.
Isn't that the greatest thing?
Oh, that's cool. Oh, hell no. She gonna start doing math?
They're making out.
Yeah, that's him. That's Henry.
Yeah, he's trying to kiss her.
Trying to kiss her.
Want to say
So,
hi? Yeah.
this is on Conservation
Yes, that's
Magazine.
Rosie. Yes. Where is she? Yes. There she is. Yes.
I think it's so cool.
I don't know if the parrot is benefiting or if the person is benefiting.
Well, I think the parrot is benefiting.
Do you want to call a friend?
All right, it's Trash Panda.
That's a good point, Matt.
Here we
Good
go.
point, Matt.
Would you
What-
like
what's
to call
Matt's
a
point?
friend?
Matt mentioned Oliver Stone is into it. Bill Gates would feel better if he knew where the waste of it went. Also, Fukushima was not that.
Oh, we're
long.
talking about
Go.
atomic energy.
Yes, the previous topic.
And here's a
Good
joke.
point, Matt.
Hear the joke about the man who bought a parrot without legs to spy on his wife. Didn't work out so well. I don't get it. Do you get it? Hear the
No, I
joke
think
about
there's a-
man bought a
there's a
parrot
second
without
part.
legs to spy on his wife. Didn't work out so. Oh, there's more. There's probably more.
There's a second part. What's that second part, Todd?
I think we got to get into the Trash Panda Comedy Club for that one. All right, here we are in the Trash Panda Comedy Club.
Welcome.
We got a joke from one of our viewers, and let's see if we can check it out.
Bonnie, can you back up a little bit? Just a little bit more, Joel.
Oh, back up.
Just,
Want me to back
yeah,
up?
there you go. Bonnie, thank you, Bonnie.
Bonnie, thanks. So let's see. Wait a minute. I gotta find out about this joke. There were no radiation deaths as a result of Fukushima. Okay. What movie is this? Cabin in the Knotwoods. I don't know. There's a quiz. This is great.
Oh,
Hear the
we have an
joke
ongoing
about
question.
the man who bought a parrot without legs to spy on his wife. Didn't work out so well. I don't know. You see, maybe I'm just thick. Maybe I'm just not able to
The
understand.
parrot. We got it. Pull it up, Bonnie.
Oh, you got it? I got
Look,
it.
Todd.
Okay, good. Didn't work out so well. The parrot
Parrot.
held onto his perch with his penis, and when the wife invited the postman in, he got a boner, fell off the perch, and couldn't remember what happened when the man came home and asked. What kind of a joke is this? I can't believe it
Didn't work out.
Read this.
It didn't work out so well.
It didn't. Okay, so my friend Joe Fury, he went down to Boca Chica this week, just yesterday. Went down there. And you know what? I have lived in Los Angeles for decades. And I never go to the beach. Never. I mean, it takes friends
What?
coming into town for me to go to the beach. I know. And I wondered why this is. Because, you know, every time I do it, which is very rare, I'm like, wait a minute, there's beach here? And it's like half an hour from my house. And I'm always like, oh, I want to go someplace and go on the beach and relax. And for some reason, I don't think of the beach that's just right here. And some of the beaches
You mean-
here are incredible, right? Some of the,
You mean
all
the
over
Pacific
the place.
Ocean?
There's this
You're
thing
talking
called
about-
the
you
Pacific
forget about-
Ocean. Yes.
Holy shit.
And I totally forget about it. I just forget, I guess. But you know what? When I came to Hollywood, there was an older actor, and his name was Bob Ellenstein. And I don't know if you ever heard of Bob Ellenstein, but he was a prolific actor. He was a character actor. He was in North by Northwest. He was in the Star Trek movie. He was in lots of stuff. But he said, you know, let me tell you this story. He said two things. One thing that I found really interesting. He said, I used to be nervous at auditions, but then I memorized all of Hamlet's monologues, so that when I'm sitting in the waiting room, I could look around at the other actors, and if I was intimidated by somebody, I'd just think, I'm the only one here that knows all of Hamlet's monologues. And that made him feel good, you know? Some people, they get rid of their nerves by like carrying a weird object in their purse or something.
Rabbit's foot?
Carry like a banana or a, who knows, maybe a parrot.
An empty mascara
with
container?
no legs. Yeah, they'll keep something in there that's like a little secret so that they know they just kind of have one up on everybody. Maybe they carry a gun. They don't carry
Wait a
gun.
minute. Hold
Wait a
up.
minute. What's that all about? That's no guns. That's therapy.
A little bit.
So-
Hold up.
So, anyway, Bob Ellenstein told me this other story because I was just like listening, you know, with rapt attention. Because here's this veteran actor, and he said, well, let me tell you a little story. Two actors, they're at the beach. One actor says to the other actor, how'd your audition go? And the other actor says, it went pretty well. I hope I get the part. And then they rolled over, and it was 30 years later. And that's the story. That's the story. And we were all like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. But it becomes all so clear. So, but I kind of took it literally. I'm kind of literal person. So I thought,
yes.
I'm just going to stay away from the beach completely. I think that's what he's trying to tell me. He's trying to tell me, don't waste your time on the beach. Because the time will just go by like that. But you know what? The time might go by like that and you might never go to the beach. Wait a minute, Bob. Anyway, very wise. Plus, you know, when I grew up, and a lot of you can attest to this, in Washington State, the beaches they're nice, really nice. There's a lot of vegetation and things like that, and it's really fun and everything, but it's not really like you think of a beach. You're not going to go, I mean, I did it a few times when I was a kid, like took a towel down to Edmonds Beach and like laid it on the rocks and tried to get a tan or something, and then it started raining. My friend
You laid it on the rocks.
Yeah, you just lay it on the rocks. You know, you're just trying. You're like, I've got a beach. You know, you go
horrible.
there. It was horrible. We used to, just for fun, we'd get a log and just push it out into the Puget Sound and all the seaweed and everything. And we'd just sit on the log out there by the ferry for a long period of time. And when we'd ride our bikes down to Edmonds Beach, get in there with all the seaweed and kelp, and then we'd come out and then we'd get on our bikes and ride home. And it was not close.
So unlike the California beaches that are full of sand and sun and beautiful people and volleyball and surfboards and boogie boards and children, your beach was unlike that.
You know what the funnest thing to do at the beach was? There were really long pieces of kelp, and they looked like a whip, and you could whip them. You ever do that? Did they have that?
No.
And it was like you were Indiana Jones or Jack the Whipper.
Yeah. There's
That
just
was
too many
cool.
people on the beach
Giant
to do that.
pieces of
Because
kelp.
you would hurt people.
Oh, no, we'd do it. We hurt many people.
Yeah.
Lolita says, a gun? Not you. No, I wouldn't carry a gun ever. Yeah, wait long enough, Joel, and the beach will come to you. It's true. Edmonds Beach is rock. I don't mean to put down Edmonds Beaches. Now, one of the things about the Edmonds Beach, the actual Edmonds Beach, I forget what they call that. It had a name. But they had the underground park, the underwater park, and I would see signs, and it would just be like a sign, and it would be pointing down, and it would say underwater park, and only people that could scuba dive could go there. And so I always imagined what this cool park was down there. Maybe there's some park benches, maybe there's some trees, and it was all underwater, and you could just like live down there if you were a scuba diver. And now that I'm older, one day it dawned on me. I was like, you know what? I bet you somebody went down there and took a video and put it on YouTube. And I looked on YouTube, and it was just green algae. It wasn't a park at all.
What?
I know, it was just like, you know, I don't know what I was thinking, because when you put your head underwater when you're down there at Edmonds Beach, you can't see anything. It's just green, you know, algae and kelp. Bull kelp, Joel. People make a salad about it. They make a salad. Matt says, I remember the mink processing facility on the way to the beach. Mink processing. That's got to be a typo, right?
Meat processing.
Yes, sunken tub boat and a barge. It's really cool. No park benches. Oh, so Greg's been there. I think it's a sunken ship. Very interesting. We're going to have to get some of that on the show. But it's time for Joe Fury. Thank you so much for stand-up comedy here at the Trash Panda Comedy Club. It's been really wonderful being a guest here, as always.
Trash Panda.
Now it's time for the main documentary. Joe Fury goes to Bolsa Chica.
Joe Fury. Mini Vacation with Joel Marshall.
Smooth and sultry. You know, my hair is part of my sexual chemistry that draws people to me. You know, the thing about performing is 10% what you say and 90% how you look. You know, because really, especially the people far away, they're not even going to hear me. They're just going to see a man in all his splendor being on stage. You know what I'm going to do today is I'm going to perform a few songs. And I can't sing, so it's going to be quite nice. But you know, it's the beginning of my rock star career. Because, you know, I used to be a big rock star when I was in my 20s. And I kind of let it go. And now I've decided it's time to bring it back. It's time to bring the funk. Bring it on the funk. That's what I'm doing. Because I used to be you know, you think that I was a rock star, but instead I was a funk star. Yeah. And I'm gonna get together with Scary Pockets. Have you ever heard of them? They bring the funk. Hello. I used to have one of those. It's the way I carry around my surfboards. It's a surfboard dolly. All right, let's go. Let's get the guitar. They have a lot of guitars there. It makes me think that they perhaps know how to play a guitar. You know, my biggest worry is I'm going to make sure that I don't break Joel's guitar again, because that's what I did last time. And he was so pissed. It cost $400. I still owe him. Still owe him the $400. So don't let that happen today. All right, let's go. I'm going to need your help. This is going to be one of the first performances that I do where I don't wear the puffy shirt, and I feel naked without it. Naked. But I'm going to do it anyway. Imagine if we came down here and locked the keys in the car. That would be insane, wouldn't it? It'd be just one of those crazy capers that happens, because that's what happens when you're a performer and you're on the road a lot.
Chilling.
Yeah. Are you from Bolsa Chica?
No, I'm from Fullerton.
Fullerton. Do you come down here a lot?
I used to.
Yes. Are you a fan of the band Arena Red?
Maybe.
They're going to be playing over here. You know, I think you will soon be a fan of theirs. This is for my YouTube channel. It's called Joel Marshall's Lunch Therapy. Would you be okay with being on Lunch Therapy?
I'm actually in therapy right now, Salvation Army.
Excellent. And so you're okay with being on Lunch Therapy? Because it's about lunch and therapy.
Is it going to be today?
No, it'd probably be on Tuesday, tomorrow.
We're only here for a day.
Well, I'll be showing this film, this provocative film, on the show tomorrow. And we'll say, and you can say, hi, and then say your name. Welcome to Lunch Therapy, okay?
Hi. My name is Chris Evans, Captain Chris Evans, and welcome to Lunch Therapy.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Little fist bump. All right, I'll be over. All right, let's go.
Do you want to tell me what you're doing and introduce yourself and stuff?
Here's my plan. I'm going to say, hello, I'm Joe Fury. So great to be here at Bolsa Chica Beach in Southern California. I'm from Australia, Perth, Australia, by way of Pacoima. Anybody out here from Pacoima? No, okay. So, one of the things is I was born in Pacoima, but we moved to Perth very soon after, and I was raised by pirates. Yes, my mother was a pirate. She had a peg leg. She had a parrot with a peg leg. That's how much of a pirate she was. And she made us walk the plank every morning. And my father, he was a ball polisher. Yes, he worked in a pool hall and he polished the balls. You ever wonder how the pool balls get so polished? Well, that was my father. He was a bit of a Bolsa Chica himself. You know, Bolsa Chica means little bag. My father was a little bag, I'll tell you. I thought it was called Boca Chica, which actually means small mouth, right? And lately I've been on a diet, so I need a small mouth of all the small food that I'm eating. It's driving me crazy. I hate being on a diet. I hate having any limitations at all. But I have to do it because I have to keep this slender. Because half of the things that I'm selling out here is sex. I'm selling sex. Let's face it, we're all selling sex. That was great. I loved that so much, being out among the people. Here's another person here. Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
What is your name? I'm doing quite fine, thank you. I'm going to open for the band here very soon, yes.
Can I play with you?
Yes, that would be great. Do you play music?
No, I was just playing.
I don't play music either, but I'm going to attempt it.
Yeah, right?
I'm going to try and play a song and just be whatever.
Just whatever comes out of the tune.
Whatever comes out. That's kind of my philosophy in life. Whatever comes out.
Right?
You too?
Yeah, exactly.
Would you be okay if I put you on my show, Joel Marshall's Lunch Therapy, tomorrow?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, that would be great. All right, so nice to meet you. Just say, hi, my name is, and welcome to Lunch Therapy.
Hi, my name is Luis, and welcome to Lunch Therapy.
Thank you, Luis. I appreciate it. All right, everything's going quite well. Quite well. Here's the lead singer of the band. Hello, there he is. Arena Red's lead singer. What is your name?
My name's Rob.
Rob. This is the famous Rob of Arena Red.
Far from it.
And I'm just so happy to be here. Thank you for having us here today to introduce your show. It's excited. Yes, it's a very, very big honor here. So thank you.
Thanks for coming.
And we love your music, and we've played your music on the show.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know if you've seen it, but we have played your music on the show. It's
better
wonderful.
check it out then,
yes.
I guess.
Have a great show.
Have a great show.
I will.
Don't
You too.
break a
Thank you.
hip.
Awesome.
Don't break a hip. That's a good one. I like that. There we go. You know, the thing about being on Joel Marshall's Lunch Therapy is that it's sort of a one-man band. Joel isn't even here today. I don't even know where he is.
Wait a minute. What am I, chopped liver?
Well, I mean, there's Boney, of course, but you're not an actual human being.
Well, no. I'm a skeleton, but I put a lot into it. I really give it all I got.
I hear recently you became a doctor.
I'm a medical doctor, and I grew some hair.
That's beautiful. What did you use to grow the hair?
Well, I used a lot of efforting and manifesting, and I really studied very hard, so hard that my brain forced little hair follicles to come out my head.
That's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing.
We have a special guest today. Opening for Arena Red this afternoon, all the way from Australia, Mr. Joe Fury.
Hello, it's so good to see you all here. Oh, how can I lower this thing? I've got to lower it a little bit. I'm not quite as tall as Jeffrey Galena. That's probably the tallest drummer there is, right? Or are drummers tall? Is that just a tall thing? Oh no, I'm having some kind of feedback. Maybe I can do that. So good to see everyone. I am Joe Fury. I am an international superstar. And I don't know, a lot of you probably know me, right? Because I'm actually very good friends with Jared Leto. Do you know Jared Leto? Yes, I don't really know him. It's sort of a one-way relationship where I know everything that he's doing, yet he doesn't know I exist. So I don't know why that is. Anyway, it's so great to be here, and I want to take a moment just to pause and remember all the people that gave their lives to this wonderful country of yours. Let's just take a moment, let them applause, recognize, because that's why we're here, right? It's Memorial Day, remembering all those people that gave the ultimate sacrifice, right? Right. So now I'd like to take some time and just take in a breath of air, just a breath of air, because so many times we forget to breathe, right? Aren't you people having that problem where all of a sudden a whole day has gone by and you're like, I haven't even breathed. So let's do this. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. Yes, that feels good, doesn't it? Let's do it again. What the heck? In through the nose, out through the toes. The toes, yes, out through the toes. That takes years to learn. In through the nose, out through the toes. Let it go. Oh, yes, I'm so glad to be here in Bolsa Chica. You know what Bolsa Chica means? It means little bag. I don't know why. Anybody know? Is there anybody that knows why it's called little bag? Anyway, I thought it was called Boca Chica. That's what I thought when I first saw it, which means little mouth. And you know what they say about people with little mouths? Little toes? Very small food. Very small food. And speaking of very small food, I've been on a diet lately because I've learned that I have to keep myself in tip-top shape, like Jared Leto. You know, because what I'm selling here is not comedy. I'm selling sex, let's face it. I'm selling the sexiness that I'm extruding from my body. Oh no, she can't handle it. Maybe it's because I said sex. I shouldn't have said that in front of a small child. But the 2-year-olds will find out eventually, right? They will find out. You know, that's my philosophy. People find out eventually, right? You know, so you got to watch what you're doing. So anyway, I'm on the South Beach diet. Anybody on the South Beach diet? Nobody? You can only eat sand. That's it, just sand. Which is great because I'm going to have a huge buffet today. You know, I tried the intermittent fasting. Has anybody tried that? That's the latest fad, right? Intermittent fasting. And I say, you know, I'm on the South Beach side, and people are like, no, don't do that. Just do the intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting. And I'm like, well, okay, how does that work? And they say, well, you just fast for 16 hours. You don't eat anything. And then for 8 hours, you can eat whatever you want. And my thought is, I wouldn't have to be on a diet if I could not eat anything for 16 hours. I mean...
Here comes Google, the crab peanutty surprise.
This is Google peanut spread from Kraft. It not only tastes like peanuts, it comes in flavors. And chocolate, vanilla, banana, and cinnamon. Google spread's creamy smooth, too. And it's delicious on bread or crackers or almost anything.
And it doesn't make my mouth stick together.
And it doesn't make my mouth stick together.
You'll love Google, the crab peanutty surprise.
All right. Yeah, Joe Fury was rocking it down there. He even played a song at some point. Arena Red, we're gonna.
That was probably Joel's best remote ever. Just so good, so good. Joe.
Yeah.
Awesome job, Joe.
Yeah, Joe, really. I mean, he's not here today because he had to fly. You know, he's in a movie that's happening in Spain right now. And he actually flew over here just to do the intro for that band. So, I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Joe's the bomb, man. Come on. Yeah. That's Joe Fury, man. Come on.
And, you know, he went on to use Greg Werdela's famous joke from Lunch Therapy. Yeah. And some of the stuff that, you know, was done in the Trash Panda Comedy Club, he stole it and used it himself. I mean, that's the thing. He kind of steals my jokes sometimes. So, but he is sexy.
He's talented, yet he's not really his talent.
You know what? We're so close. We're almost, you know, we're like brothers. And sometimes, you know, when you're brothers, you can share jokes. I think it's totally cool. I think it's cool.
It's obvious you're brothers because of the way he irritates Kamala. Very,
and you know,
like brother-in-law
really,
stuff.
You know who he really irritates is 2-year-old kids. There was a kid just crying away. He needs an age limit. Yeah, this kid just started crying. They had to take him out. It's because it was in C-17. He said the word sex, and that just, I don't know, set the kid off.
He gives his explanation after that.
So let's see. Matt says, ooh, I saw Molly Shannon tell a story about how she and her pal got meetings with agents when they first landed in L.A. on Howard Stern. Little advertisement there for the Howard Stern show. It's sort of similar to this show, right?
The Howard Stern show?
Yeah, you like the Howard Stern show? I like that
Yeah.
show too.
No, I think it's very similar in the fact that who knows what you guys are talking about. You know what I mean?
Who knows what
And it's
anybody's
just
talking about?
anything could happen at any time, and people can get offended and people could like it, but most of the time people, it's just question marky.
So we got to the end of the show now. We're going to, there were a couple other things that I want to do, but we're never going to be able to get to that, of course.
Are you sure? What was one of the good ones?
Oh, there
We
was
could
a
look forward to it
contest,
on,
but we're going to have to do it next
Oh.
Tuesday. There is something that I do want to show. I mean, because of the writer's strike. You know, there's the writer's strike, and then there's going to be probably the SAG strike, right?
Oh, yeah. SAG's going to back up WGA.
Yeah, so there's the strike authorization, something we've been talking about, and that's, making things kind of crazy. So I want to again, go back to 2000. I don't know why I'm doing something weird today. Boney, you've got two of us on the screen. So I'm going to go back to 2007 when we had the last writer's strike. And this is something...
That's like 100 days, wasn't it?
This is something that was done, this is something that was done back then by David Gould, a friend of ours. And he did this really cool video, so I think you'll enjoy it.
I'm a rider boy, WGA. I walk the picket line for hours a day. You know the rider girls won't be ignored, cause we all know the pen is mightier than the sword. Riders Guild, WGA. We write the lines that the actors say, and the rider girls won't be ignored, cause we all know the pen is mightier than the sword. Yo, producers, what you taking us for? A bunch of crazies? It ain't our fault your ratings will be pushing up daisies, cause we're down for the fight. Mano a mano, we ain't fading the black like the last soprano. You don't need my girl Patricia as your medium to know that your lineup will be tedium, and all your viewers will be gone without a trace, cause you'll be playing reruns of Melrose Place. I'm a rider boy, WGA. I walk the picket line for hours a day. You know the rider girls won't be ignored, cause we all know the pen is mightier than the sword. Riders Guild, WGA. We write the lines that the actors say, and the rider girls won't be ignored, cause we all know the pen is mightier than the sword. I got a housewife, but she ain't desperate, cause she knows that Mark Cherry is handling shit. All we want is 8 cents on a DVD. We got Hunter, Shonda Rhimes, and Grey's Anatomy. Niggas, time to count it, time to pick up the phone and call my man Patrick Verone. Like many on effects, it's time to share the riches. Like Entourage, just hug it out and negotiate, bitches. I'm a rider boy, WGA. I walk the picket line for hours a day. You know the rider girls won't be ignored, cause we all know the pen is mightier than the sword. Riders Guild, WGA. We write the lines that the actors say, and the rider girls won't be ignored, cause we all know the pen is mightier than the sword. We know that you can hear us on the penthouse floors, cause Steve Carell and the office has closed his doors, and we be loving Julia, do you know what I mean? Picnics your adventure for the old Christine, and we ain't asking for a lot, you gotta throw us some bones, cause everybody knows the internet and promotions, 30% on the dollar. Are you tripping on peyote? That's more cold-blooded than Futterman's Capote. So all you big corporations, you got no excuse. You'll be lost without David Lindelof and Carlton Cuse. We'll pick it up till our hands got blisters. Keep it family like the Walkers on brothers and sisters. Scabs are worse than crabs and they will get peeled. When Sean Ryan's on the beat, straight rocking the shield. L&D not generous, you show no guts. But Jay Leno, you're a homie, thanks for the donuts. Don't be going force majeure, cause there's a lot at stake. We gotta keep them on the run like Prison Break. I got mad respect for the showrunners above me, like Cynthia Moore. From Tell Me You Love Me, we all know that the pen is mightier than the soul. All know that the pen is mightier than the soul. We all know that the pen is mightier than the soul. We all know that the pen is mightier than the soul. I'm a rider boy, WGA. I walk the picket line for hours a day. You know the rider girls won't be ignored, cause we all know the pen is mightier than the sword. Shout out to all the pickets at TV City. Let them know riders won't be treated shitty. Big up to the riders at Universal. We ain't gonna stand for residual reversal. What up, scribes at Fox? Holding it down, yo, you rocks. I see you up at Paramount. Too many red shirts to count. What up, Warner Brothers, Sony, Disney? Put them suits up in a tizzy. Riley, Prospect, keeping them in check. Ha ha, the big strike 07. I know you heard me. WGA, I walk the picket line for hours a day. You know the rider girls won't be ignored, cause we are...
Yeah, I don't don't think AI could have written that one, right? Do you think?
That was nice. Yeah,
That's good, isn't it?
That should be played every strike zone. They should be playing.
I know. Everybody should be playing that. I had to dig it up, it's from way back when.
It's a good piece.
So one of the things that we're concerned about was actors and writers is artificial intelligence, and there have been threats that they're going to write all the shows with artificial intelligence now, which of course actually pulls from already existing material that people have already written. Important stuff.
Support.
Yeah.
You gotta support. These guys are working hard. They need to be paid fairly.
Yeah.
All the actors, all the writers with the streaming services, they're all making money.
Yeah.
People who create things aren't making money. So come on.
Todd Lee
Can't
says
have a show without a story.
Todd says with some
Can't
of the
tell the
crap
story
going
without
on.
actors.
Todd says with some of the crap going on in the world these days, stories seem to write themselves. Well, they don't. It's a lot harder than when
No, they don't. Let me tell you something. Have you seen the show Peripheral yet on Prime?
No, is that good?
Somebody wrote that.
Oh,
that
wait,
don't just
maybe
pop
I
up.
did see that. There's so many shows now where I'm just like, I don't even know if I saw it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
We're on episode 8. I said, let's wait a little while because the next one
think I
won't come
did
out
watch
till
that
next year. So
Kamala
on
says
episode 8.
stories do not write themselves, Todd. I know. I was waiting for that one.
They do not write
Dress up like Chat GPT when you walk the line. What does Chat GPT look like anyway? Who knows?
It looks like the image that we have up right now,
Yeah, looks
but
just
with
like
a
that.
fake exterior around that cerebrum.
That's right. This is a picture
Fake.
right here. This is
And this is my
video
favorite.
of
The
ChatGPT.
solar commercials you see on TV now, like, oh, you could get solar. The government will pay for it. Don't buy it. Get it now early before you can't have this special anymore, this federal government special. But now they're using AIs, and it's like this. You should get solar energy because the government, holy shit. Yeah. I don't even know what you're saying, lady.
I've
If you're a
noticed
lady.
too on this show, whenever I play around with AI to get something written for the show just for fun, everybody's like, who wrote that? What's going on with that? Why is that so weird? Like when we had the contest with the bread and stuff like
Right.
that. People are like, what is going on here? Let's see. AI can make predictable stuff. Humans are unpredictable. That's how you get breakout hits, at least when a studio takes a chance on one. I think that's true. I think that's very true. The randomity or the unpredictable nature. That's why we watch certain actors, because we don't know what they're going to do. And that can be
Right.
very
You don't know what they're going to bring to it.
And also with writing
Because
too.
AI can't do that. Yeah, the AI can only write what they know, what they munch all together in the blender and pull out, which has been written already. But a human being has the creativity to create anything at any moment. That's the beauty. And that's why we're the species that thinks that we're more allowed to do things than others.
Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful both ways, right? With having a species take us over that we create, and also with the way we treat other species, on this planet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very well put.
All right, let's dance it out. We got Arena Red here, the band, of course, that Joe Fury opened up for. And
It's nice. We've been dancing all day, man.
There's been a lot of
We
dancing
love
in
it.
this show, right? All right.
And this band coming up, we love these guys.
Yeah,
Come
we
on.
do. I got some great footage here. Well, Joe got some great footage. I like Boston. They're like another level. guitar solo, and then we'll get out of here. But thanks everybody for joining us today. This has been Lunch Therapy, powered by Arena Red, and the power of Bolsa Chica. Thanks to everyone on the show today.
Lots of love to the hummingbird.
Lots of love.
Be back on Friday, you guys. Have a great week.